respond.
Yes, sir.
Just a second. So in order to store any data we use a concept called as variables. So for example, let me take another example. Okay, let me assume that uh, I have created an application to fill student details. Fill student details. So there I should fill the details of student, that is student name and age and phone number. So I'm just here also I'm filling a data, or I'm giving the application some value, giving the application some value. So in order to, where do we store that? In order to store those values, so for name I have to give a separate block. For age I have to give a separate block, and for phone number I have to give a separate block of memory in order to store them, right? So these are nothing but variables. This is where variables comes into picture. So this is the example. So now we can define what is a variable then. So variable is, it is a block of memory. Variable is a block of memory, is used to store data. So what is variable, guys? Variable, it is a block of memory which is used to store data. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there's another definition, simple definition if you want. That is uh, a variable is a container, some container. So some container to store data, to store data in it. Suppose a container will be anything. Say, let us take a real-time example. In your kitchen, in your house, in the kitchen, your mom will be storing some container, like so storing. Okay, if I want to store some dal, okay, so dal, where can I store? Okay, I should store in container, right? Same way in Java, we use some block of memory or some container to store to store the data which we are passing to the program. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So take down the definition and a simple example. So from the Facebook application, I'll be passing my data or value. Where that data or value will be stored, for that we have to create a variable, a block of memory to store that data. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, take down the definition. I'll be clearing the screen. Done, guys?
Done, sir.
So we got to know the definition, the actual definition, and what is variable. So what was the? Let me take an example. Okay, I'll just write it in. Okay, this is my application now. So this is my application, and from this application, for this application, I'm passing the data. I'm passing the data, right? Data or value for this application. So in order to store this data, what am I using? Variable. In order to store this application, I'm using in order to store the data in this application, I'm using variable. So what is variable? It is just a container to store that data. It is a container to store the data. Understood, guys? If you want, you can take down this also. I'm storing the data in a variable, which is a container. It is known as container. This is some application. Okay, so sir, how are we representing the data inside a variable, sir, or inside a container, sir? Each and every data we are storing will give unique name for it. Each and every variable in the memory block will be having name for it, and that name will be given by the programmer itself. Okay, that name will be given by the programmer itself. Okay. Uh, okay, make down the points. I'll write the points here. You just make down the points, important points. So, what we got to know now? A variable is a named block of memory. We give some name to it. Named block of memory. So why should we give the name, sir? Why should we give the name? We can directly store in a container and we can directly store in memory. Is that necessary to give a name? Why is it necessary to give a name? Is that uh, when you want to fetch the data, when you want to when you have stored the data, some data, when you want to fetch it from the block of memory, when you want to fetch the data from the block of memory, or if you want to store the data from to the block of memory, when you want to fetch and store the block of data, we use the name itself instead of searching for the memory block. We use the name which we have given to the variable, so that it is easy to fetch and store the data which we are passing to the application. Understood, guys? So advantage of giving name is what? We can we can easily fetch or store the data by using the variable name. Understood, guys? Any doubts?
No doubts.
Understood. So variable is a container, is a named block of memory which is used to store the data. Okay. Next, let me give you a few characteristics of the variable. Okay. Characteristics of a variable. Characteristics of variable. The one important characteristic which we have already discussed, that is this advantage, no? So first characteristic is we can easily fetch or store data in a variable. Okay, we can, I'll write it again, we can store or fetch data. Guys, no disturbance, mute yourself, using variable name. Okay, understood, guys? Guys, respond. Okay. There is the next characteristic is okay. By using a variable, we can store only single value. Only single value. Okay. For example, I'll just take see. I'm storing some data. Okay. I'm printing. Okay. I'm storing some data. I want to store the data of some person's age. Okay. So what can I do? I can only store one person's age in it. I cannot store multiple persons' age. Person one, person two, person three. No, I cannot store all multiple datas in one variable. What I can store only the data or only the age of person one. So that is what the second point defines you. That is, we can store only single value. We can store only single value inside a variable. We can store only single value inside a variable. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
And uh, every okay, that's more than enough. Okay, these two are more than enough. uh, okay, then you'll be getting complicated. So for you guys, these two characteristics are more than enough. So please make note of this characters and this uh, name block of memory. Let us go with the syntax, how to create a variable. Okay, just a second. Morning, ma'am. Hello. Oh, hello. Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you're wasting my time on daily. I have to finish the portions also. Okay, ma'am. I'll make it faster, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. At the end, I'll give you a call. 15 minutes, ma'am? You need 15 minutes. Okay, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, guys. Done writing down the points. So let us move to the next topic. Guys, respond. Any one of them respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. So now let us get to know how to. Oh, just a second, guys. How to declare a variable, how to create a variable inside Java. So, variable declaration. Variable declaration. And the syntax for it is syntax. So, you guys, I think you guys may be knowing what is a syntax, right? Guys, do you know what is a syntax is?
Data type and variable name.
No, I'm asking the meaning of syntax, not the
No, sir.
Format.
syntax is nothing but syntax defines you as
Set
rules.
of
Okay,
set of rules, sir.
Format.
rules. The rule which we are following in Java. So that is syntax. Okay, for each and every concept we follow some rules. No, so that rule is termed as syntax. So what is a syntax? I'll give variable variable name space. Sorry, syntax is data type space variable name or identifier identifier. and with a follows by semicolon. Understood, guys? The syntax is data type space variable name or identifier. So let us take an example for it. Example. Okay. So I want to, okay, this is someone. Okay, a person is there. I want to store this guy's age. So what I'll do, I'll take data type. As of now, let us assume there is one keyword which represents integer value, that is int I'll take as data type, and space I'll take, I want to store age, I'll just take int age, so that I've created age. So now in the block of memory, I'll be creating a container card which will be having the name as age, and I'm storing nothing here. Okay, I've just still not yet given the data. So in the memory block, I'm just creating a container, and it will be represented by the name age. But what I declare the name as, that will be represented here. Okay. So this is how we create a variable. And let me take another example. I have a book, some book B. So I want to store the price of it. So if I want to store the price of it, what I'll do, I'll again take int book price. So I'll take just price, int price. So I'm creating a container. I'm creating a container called as price in order to store the data. In order to store the data. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now we got to know the variable declaration. Now let us get to know what the second one, that is variable initialization. After creating, what is the next step? We have to store something, no? So that
Variable
is
installation.
variable initialization. Variable initialization. And the syntax for it is so I've given the variable name, or if I've already declared in a separate line. Okay, let me take. So variable name, I've given some variable name. Okay, variable name equal to, I'll be using the equal to symbol, which is also called as assignment operator in Java, and I'll be giving some value. I'll be giving some value to it. So this is my syntax followed by semicolon. So let us take the examples, the same examples only. Now I've created a variable int age, no? So I want to store the age of the person. What I'll do now, I'll just take age equal to, suppose I'll take 24. Okay, age equal to 24. Now I have to store the price of the book. Have to store the price of the book, so that, just a second, age equal to 24 I've stored. And if I want to store the price of the book, I'll take price equal to, I'll just take some 125 and followed by semicolon. So this is how you enter the value or pass the value to the variable, guys. Now what will be in the memory block? We have already created a memory block for it, for variable age, and now the data 24 will be stored. And uh, I have the memory block for price, and the respective data is 125 will be stored in the memory block. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So make a quick note of it. I'll just erase it fast. If you have any doubts, please ask.
Sir, I installed JDK, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, it compiled successfully, sir, but it not showing any output, sir.
In which are you executing?
I execute a Hello World program, sir. Some basic program.
Not
It
getting
come
you. Oh, from which platform are you executing? It is from Notepad or Visual Code?
Notepad, sir.
Notepad. Should
Yes,
come
sir.
now. Just do one thing, delete your JDK file. Sometimes it happens, delete your JDK file and reinstall it again. It
Okay,
will be
sir.
all right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, done, guys.
Then, sir.
Done. I'll just clear the screen. Now we got to know variable declaration and variable initialization. We are doing it separately, right? So now we can also create and initialize the variable in a single line itself. So take the heading as variable declaration and initialization. Declaration and initialization. So syntax for it is I'll take data type, variable name equal to the assignment operator, and I am passing some value. So this is how you create and store the value in the single line. For example, I want to store the age of a person. How to store the age of a person now? I'll take int age equal to 28. Int age equal to 28. Now a memory block will be created where it will be given the name as age, and 28 will be stored. And I want to store the book price, so I'll take int price equal to 125. Price equal to 125. Now the block of memory will be created named as price, and 125 value will be stored. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So take down this also. Let us go with a simple program now to understand how are we creating and initializing a variable. Okay. So is it visible, guys? The notepad.
Yes, sir.
So I'll just take a simple example. Okay. Class. I'll take P2. Class P2, and I'll give with my main method public static void
Sir,
name.
public C.
What?
Correct, sir. Correct.
String array of args arguments and opening my method block. Now first line, what should I do? I have to create a variable. See, what is the syntax to create a variable? Data type space variable name. I am giving it as age. Okay, let me take an example of age now. I'll take it as age only. Now, what is the second step? So, what is the second step? I have to initialize the variable. So, I have to initialize. What I have to initialize by how I should initialize by assigning the value by using assignment operator. What is that assignment operator? Equal to is the assignment operator. Let me give it as 26. The age as 26. So now let us try to print. Guys, mute yourself. Print ln. Wow. How to print a variable, sir?
Tell them to mute, sir.
Guys, who's that? Mute yourself. or else I'll just restrict the mic. Venkata Ganesh. Guys, I've restricted everyone. After explaining, I'll be unmuting everyone. Okay, just listen to the class now. So okay, I've stored a variable now. Here I'm storing a variable. So you may ask now, sir, how to fetch that variable again, sir? It is very simple. By using variable name, you can fetch the data which you have stored easily. Okay, by using variable name. Okay, okay, I can. Okay, understood, guys. So I've unmuted. You can unmute yourself and tell. Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
So I've created. Now let me save this file. Save as. p2.java. So I have this. I've saved. Just save this file. Let me just try to compile and run it.
Sir, you didn't close properly. Class.
To give another flower bracket, sir.
Give
You
another
didn't
flower
put,
bracket.
yeah, I didn't end the code
Oh,
exactly, sir.
I've just closed my method block. I've not
Yes,
closed
sir.
my
Main method.
hash block. Very good, guys. So I've saved it. Let us see if it is changed or not. So in order to run it, I have to go to command prompt. What is my program name? To compile it. So Java C space
P2.
p2 dot Java. So it is showing me an error that indicating that I have not closed the flower bracket. So my code is not saved yet. My code is not resaved yet. So let me try to save it. Let us try again. Oh, it is showing that only. Okay. One prompt. So Java C space p2 dot Java. Error class interface enum record expected.
Sir, in class C is capital, that's why it is showing error.
Just a second, guys. Just a second. Okay. Class, data type, and age. Everything is correct now. So we have compiled it successfully. Now I'll run the code Java P2. Enter. See, I had stored the age of a person. So I'm fetching the data. How? I'm just giving the a variable name to the println statement. So where is that? I'm just giving the variable name to the println statement. Just a second, guys. See, I'm giving the variable name to the println statement. So it is printing it is fetching the data from the container. It is fetching the data from the memory block and printing the person's age for us. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Make a quick note of it.
Sir, I have one question, small question.
Yes.
Sir, while saving it in a folder, file name should be class, for this example, class p2.java, right?
Not class p2.java. If you have to give just p2.java, not class along with class.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
So done, guys. Done with the program.
Done, sir.
Now let us edit here only. Okay. Oh shit. Now we got to know how to initialize and declare a variable in a separate line. So now I'll declare and initialize the variable in the same line. Int age equal to what is my age? Okay, 26. I'm passing 26. So this is my this is how we create and initialize a variable in a single line. P2 dot. Save the file. Yes. Now let me try to recompile it. p2.java. Again, what is this again? It's become last. So I've compiled it successfully. Now I have to print Java space p2. So this is how we declare and create a variable in a single line. Sorry, create and initialize a variable in a single line. Understood, guys? If you want, you can take down this also.
Done, sir.
Okay. So next, in your notes, take it as note. Okay. Note, important note, and advantage of variable. So shall I dictate? Guys?
Yes, sir.
So a variable has an important feature, that is it can be reinitialized.
Sir, you have given into data type for age or for numbers. So what is
Yes.
the data type for names, like you write letters, right?
Name, don't worry, that is the next concept. So as of now, just assume it as int only. That is what I told. Next
Okay,
we'll be
sir.
discussing that only. Don't worry.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
In variables, we can use characters also, sir.
In variables, you can store character. Yes.
Me the note once again, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What?
Note important.
Variable
Important.
has variable has a special feature. What is that feature? Variable can be reinitialized. Write it on your own words. Variable can be reinitialized. So, how to reinitialize it? Suppose, let me take an example now. Okay.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, will you repeat that note? I was
guys.
disconnected.
Variable will be reinitialized. Okay, variable can be reinitialized. Sir,
Okay,
how
sir.
are you telling that I can reinitialize a variable, sir? Okay, I'll write it here itself for you guys. Yes. important notice, variable
Is a feature.
can be reinitialized. So what is this reinitialization, sir? Let us take an example. So now I've created a variable int age and I'm storing 26. Okay, 26. Now I'll just pass some instruction. Okay. Now I'll just take age. Okay, I'm modifying the age. No, after 1 year, my age will be same. No, right? I'll be adding up with 1 plus 1 to the age. So my age will be 27. So like that. So for after 1 year, what will be our age? Our age will be previous age is what? Age is equal to 27 plus 1. So what the inner implicitly what will happen here is this age will be initialized here, that is 26 plus 1 added will be 27. Here I'm creating a block of memory. What is the block of memory? Age. I'm creating a variable age and this age is 26. So you may assume like, okay, we are initializing it, a separate block of memory will be created for this. No guys, no. After performing this task, age will be initialized again, reinitialized to, sorry, the 27 value will be again reinitialized to age. Now this value will be erased off or overridden and 27 value will be stored. So this is how variables are initialized. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Just reinitializing it, I'm giving different values at different time. I'm just changing the values in the same container only. It will erase the previous value and new value will be stored. Understood?
It will take previous value and add one and
Yeah,
modify that.
I'm just taking okay, my age after 1 year, what will be my age? This age plus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
My old age plus 1. So 26 plus 1, it is performing addition operation 27, and that value will be again stored in age itself. It will not again create another
But sir,
block of memory.
if we directly write age is equal to 27, it will also modify, na?
Yeah, it will modify, but as of now, you take it this. As of now, you
Okay,
take
sir.
this
Okay, sir.
to understand easily. That's it.
No, sir. No, sir. In other case, if you want to directly give value there, in that case.
Yeah, you can. I'll just
Okay,
take next example. Just take down this.
okay.
Now, I had taken my another variable. What is that? Int price. No, int price equal to, I have taken 125. Now I have increased my price by 10%. I've increased my 10 price by 10%. Now what will happen? Price equal to, I have taken my increased my this thing price by 10% means price so old price will be there, price plus I'm increasing it by 10%, so 125 into 10%, 10, that is 10 divided by 100. If you do this performance, you will get another value, new value or new price of it. That new price will be stored into the price memory block again. What was our
Sir,
first? Okay, this is price memory block. So I have 125 inside it. So this 125 will be overridden or it will be erased, and this new value, suppose I'll be getting some new value as 140. This 140 will be coming and storing here. So this is the feature. This is how it will get reinitialized. Okay, understood, guys?
yes, sir. Sir, in this
Yes.
case, if you are increasing 10%, then it will give 137.5. So it will give
Dear, I'm
error,
not
no?
a mathematics teacher. I'm very weak in mathematics, so I just took a random number. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You're telling 137.5. Okay.
Yes.
137.5, fine. Okay, just round it off to 137 something.
Okay.
Let us take an integer example, okay? Don't
Okay,
worry.
sir.
Okay, 137.5. Let us discuss that later, okay?
Okay, sir.
When it comes under typecasting, okay? Just don't worry now. So you just understand the concept. What is my intention now is I can reinitialize that variable. Just don't take that, okay, I'm storing a decimal value, I'm storing an integer value. I'm just
Okay.
trying to convey you people is that we can reinitialize a variable.
Okay,
Understood?
sir. Done, sir.
Done. So let us take this example only. Now I have given age, int age is equal to 26. I want to change my age. I want to print my age after 2 years. So what I will give, my present age plus 2. My present age plus 2. When I do present age plus 2, what I'll get? I'll be getting the updated value of my age. Updated value of my age. Save as P2 dot Java. So I've saved the file. Just a second, guys. No compilation, and I'm running it. So see, I'm getting the updated version of my, or I'm getting the updated value of my age. So I had add 26 plus 2, no? So I'll be getting 28. So just take down this code as an example, a quick note down it quickly so that we can move to the next concepts. Understood now, guys? So why? What is the special feature of a variable? We can reinitialize it.
Sudeep sir, sorry for the interruption. I have a question. Reinitialization is nothing but we have to declare two times with adding one mark. What is it, sir?
What?
Oh, what is mean by reinitialization? Declaring with
Reinitialization is you're changing the value. Oh, okay. I've given age is equal to 26. So I want to make it as 30. I want to make it as 40. I want to make it as 100. So I'm just changing the value. In order to change the value, you're not creating a separate block of memory. In that block of memory only, 26 will be erased and the new value will be stored. That's it.
thank you.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
So, every time when we say age is equal to age plus some data, right? So,
Uh,
this time when we are doing that, when we are reinitializing the age, we don't have to give the data type again here.
No, you don't have to give the data type. You have already declared. Once you are declaring a variable, you cannot give the data type again. So if you want to create a new variable, you have to give a data type. So once you have declared a variable, you cannot give a data type. You can just use that variable name and access fetch or edit, reinitialize, or store the value.
Sir, can you show me the notepad once again?
Notepad, I just cleared it here. Just a second. It's nothing. I'll just write it in Paint only. Just a second. So what am I doing? I'm just reinitializing it. You know, right? To write the code public static void main and all. I'll just give you the scenario. That is, I'm creating a variable int. I'm creating a variable int age equal to 26. I'm creating a variable int age is equal to 26. I want to change this variable. I want to change the value. So I after 2 years, what will be my age? So I have to store that. So I'll give age is equal to age, my old age plus 2. My old age plus 2. So I'm printing SOP print ln of age. When I print, the output for me, will be 28. That is 26 plus 2 will be 28. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So let us move to the next concept. Guys,
Yes, sir.
our next concept is data types. Next concept is data. Let us take a simple example. Does anyone know how to cook here?
Yes,
How
sir.
to cook biryani?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sangeeta. I'll just take example of Sangeeta. Okay, Sangeeta and one more fellow or one more guy.
Yes, sir.
Any one of the names. Tell your name. Sangeeta is here now, and I have to take her friend. Sangeeta, tell me your friend name. Any one of them.
Nandini, sir.
Nandini. Very good. Okay. Okay. Sangeeta and Nandini are very good friends. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
Assume that Sangeeta will be having some function in her house. Some function in her house. So she has prepared what she has prepared? Biryani. Okay, Sangeeta has prepared biryani. Now, after everything, after the function gets over, Sangeeta, there's some biryani left in her. There's some biryani left in her house. Assume that there are 3 plates of biryani left. 3 plates of biryani left in Sangeeta's house. What Sangeeta will do? She'll call her best friend Nandini. She'll call her best friend Nandini, telling that, "Hey Nandini, I have 3 plates of biryani left in my house. Please bring okay there's biryani left in my house." Okay, assume that she'll tell only, okay, there is biryani left in my house. So Nandini will start take a container, okay, a small container which hardly fills in a half plate of biryani. Nandini will take that Nandini will take that container to her Sangeeta's house. Okay, now Sangeeta will tell, I have 3 plates. You have bought only a small container, which is you're filling half plate only. So what is happening? Biryani is being wasted. 2.5 plate biryani is wasted. No. Yes, no, Sangeeta? You're wasting 2.5 biryani, 2.5 plate
Yes.
biryani.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay. So Nandini will be upset. So if Sangeeta would have mentioned, Sangeeta will not be mentioning that she has 3 plates of biryani. Only she'll tell, okay, I have some biryani, so bring some containers. So now Nandini will be upset. So you could have told earlier, no, that you had 3 plates of biryani, so I could have bought a big container which has the capacity of storing 3 plates, right? 3 plates. So, okay, fine. Everything was over. Again, Sangeeta has some function again, and she has prepared biryani again, and now she is left with half plate. Okay, some other day she has left with only half plate, and she'll call Nandini again. Okay, dear Nandini, bring a container. I have some biryani left. So what? Last time what happened? Nandini had taken a small container and she had a large amount of biryani to store, so that she was upset. Now what she'll tell, okay, let me take a large container. So let me take a large container which can store, okay, 5 plates of biryani, 5 plates of biryani. Okay, she'll think, okay, Sangeeta, my dearest friend, will be keeping biryani for me ready. So I'll take a large container. She'll come to her house, Sangeeta's house, and she'll see only half plate biryani left, and she'll be very upset now. So what is happening here? She's making use of a large container which is of waste to store a half plate container. No, yes, no, Sangeeta.
Yes, sir.
So again, my Sangeeta's friend is very upset. What this lady, she can't even mention how much capacity or how much plate she's having. So the same way, okay, understood the example, guys? Was it confusing or understood, Sangeeta?
Sir.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
So the same way in Java, so if I want to store some value, okay, suppose I want to store some integer value, I want to store some character value, I want to store some what do you say, decimal value. Each and every one has different capacities. Okay, different capacities, nothing but they are already given some block of memory, understand? Okay, they have given some block of memory. So when I try to store the values of, suppose integer value, character value, decimal value, when I try to store the value without specifying that this is a character or this is an integer or this is a decimal value, then compiler will get confusion. Okay, first time I'm storing a small value. Okay, I'm storing one. So in the memory, in block of memory, it will store. Okay, my friend is storing. Okay, my program is storing only one. Let me take. He'll take. He'll not be getting. Compiler will not be getting. What are you storing in the variable, right? So he'll give you a large amount of memory. Just a second. Just I don't want this. He'll give you a large amount of memory. He is not aware you're storing a small value or a large value, right? So he is not aware. He'll give you a large amount of block of memory here, large amount of block of memory to store just one. I'm storing here one. So is that necessary for a large amount of memory block to store just a single value one, guys? No, right? Guys, understanding or what?
Yes, sir.
So it is not necessary to store. It is not necessary for a larger amount of memory just to store just a single value. So what? Okay. So the compiler is again angry. Okay, this guy simply wasted the computer's memory. So next time, let us give him. So he'll be storing only one value or single value or unit value. So let us give him next time. Let us give him a single block of memory. Now I'll try to store. Now I'll try to store a large number. Okay. So suppose a mobile number. For example, 10 numbers. So can I store this 10 numbers inside here? No, right? It is a small block of memory. Assume it is a small block of memory so that I can store only one value, that is 9 here. I can store only 9. What about the remaining 9 digits? I cannot store, right? So the compiler again, it will get angry. Okay, wasting his data. He's wasting his data. He's not able to properly he's not able to fill or store the his phone number or his large number uh, into the memory block. So this is where the data types comes into existence. Why? Because if I priorly, or if I what are the if I previously define, or if I previously declare what kind of data I'm storing, what are the different types of data I can store? Literals. What are the different kind of literals, guys?
Number,
Number
then
literal,
character,
character literal, string
string,
literal, and boolean literal.
boolean.
So if I specify what kind of data or value I am storing, it will be easy to compiler to give the block of memory. Okay, the block of memory. Okay, I'm storing an integer value. It will be easy for the compiler. Okay, my dearest friend is storing integer value. Let him give him the maximum capacity of that integer value. So this is where data type came into picture. Understood, guys? If you have not
Yeah.
understood, tell me.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Understood? Is it confusing?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So can anyone tell me now what is a data type?
Data which specifies to store in a variable.
Yeah. So
The
definition now.
variables.
Yeah, very good. So let me give the definition. What is a data type? Now, it data type is nothing but it
It
specifies
specifies the data.
type of data or value which we are storing. So easy, guys. Understood? What is the data type?
Yes, sir.
So what is it here? It specifies the type of data to be stored in the which we are storing. Okay. So shall I clear the screen?
Yes, sir.
Wait, sir, wait.
Make it faster.
Sir, answer.
Done. Now, so there are two types of data. Okay, data type. Just a second. Data type. I have my data type. Guys, mute yourself. I have two types in it. Okay, two types of data. First one is primitive data type. Primitive data type, and the second one is non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data type. So what is primitive and what is non-primitive, sir? So you need not to worry about non-primitive data type guys. So what is a primitive data type? Primitive data type is nothing but it is storing the primitive values. What are the primitive values? I'm storing a value, number literal. I'm storing a character literal. I'm storing a what do you call?
String
I'm
literal.
storing a Boolean literal. I'm storing a
Boolean.
Boolean literal. These are the primitive values or the single values which we are storing. So the data type which is used to store the primitive values. Primitive value is nothing but a variable which can store a single value 20 or else 20.2 Boolean true. So primitive nothing but a variable or a container which can store only single value. So that kind of in order to specify what type of primitive variable or what type of primitive variable we have to declare, we use primitive data type. So there are different types of primitive data types. The first one is byte. Second one is short. Third one is int. Fourth one is long. Next one is
Float.
float.
Decimal.
No, wait. Float,
Boolean.
Double.
double, char,
Caret,
Boolean.
Boolean.
Boolean. So each of them have their different capacities, guys. Each of them have different capacities. Let me give the capacity of what is the byte capacity is 1
Bit.
no. 1 byte is the capacity. 1 byte is the capacity of byte data type. So you guys know, right? What is the conversion or what is the capacity? 1 byte equal to
8 bits.
8 bits.
8 bits. So do one thing. This is in the form of bytes. Now I need in form of bits also. So you will be converting it. Okay, I'll not be converting it. So the next capacity is short type. What is the short capacity?
2
2
byte.
60
byte.
bytes.
2 byte. Int capacity is 4.
4 byte.
Long capacity is
8
8.
byte.
Again, float capacity is
4.
4.
4 byte.
Double is 8. What is the
8.
capacity of character, guys?
2 byte.
2 bytes.
2
2
bytes.
byte. And the Boolean capacity is, I'll write it here. I think it's
1
not
bit.
visible to you. 1 bit. So just convert it, guys. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So what will be 2 bytes? It is
16 bit.
16 bits. What is next?
32.
32.
32. Then
64.
64.
64. Again 32.
32.
64.
64.
What is
16.
16? And the last one is 1 bit.
1 bit.
So 1 bit. Okay. Understood, guys? The capacities?
Yes,
So
sir.
let me bifurcate it. Okay. The first three data types are used to store integer type of data. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
The first three. What are the first three? Sorry, first four. Sorry, guys. First four. Byte, short,
Short,
int,
int,
long. All these four data types are used to store integer value. integer value. So do we need 4 data types to store just a integer value? Yes, you can store a larger integer value. So suppose you'll be having some 20 digits, 20 digits. Okay, if you want to store, you can use long data type. So I have only 2 digits, 02. So I want to store it in byte or short or anything int, and you can even store it in long also. Okay, understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So if I want to store decimal value, I have my 2 data types. Decimal. What are those? Float
Float and double.
and
Double.
if I want to store decimal values, I have float and double. Just a second. Yeah, I have float and double now. So next, there are two important characters. What are those? If I want to store a character variable, character or value, what is a character value? A value which is enclosed within single quote, and you can store only a single character, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
in order to store that, we use character data type. And the next last one is Boolean. If you want to store boolean value, that is true or
Or
false, then you'll be using boolean data type. Boolean data type, always it is 1 bit. Why? Because it is working on 0 and 1, only 0. So what does true indicate? 1, right? True indicates 1 and false indicates 0. So we are using bit, only a one single bit. So it memory is enough or restricted to 1 bit only. Understood, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So we have another column. Let me
Uh,
take.
so
Yes.
then what about string literal? Does it don't have 18 data type or memory?
Just a second, my dear. I'll just tell you. Don't worry. Okay. Have some patience. Have some patience. So for each and every data types, we have default values. Okay. For default values, for byte, what is it for byte?
Ze-
0.
Zero.
Short,
Zero.
0.
0.
Int,
0.
0.
Zero.
And the next one, long.
0.
Zero.
L,
Is it
sir.
0, guys?
Zero.
L.
0, L.
0L.
So long will be indicated by, if you write, okay,
Zero.
I'll just take a number. I have to store it in long. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to store this in long, I'll just create long. L is equal to, I have to last I have to mention small l with the number. Then only it will take it as long number. Understood, guys? 0L.
Sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
the same way for this also, 0
Point
0.0
zero.
F.
f for float, if you want to indicate for float. Next,
0 point
0.0.
0.
0.0. D.
So for what is for character, guys, then?
Mu.
What?
Mu, sir. Mu.
Mu.
No.
Sir,
Slash
character
U.
as a
Slash U.
Slash u, it's not mu.
slash.
Slash
Okay.
u is the default value, and for boolean, the default value is.
False.
False.
So done, guys. Oh, these are looking like squares. I'm sorry. 0. Just a second. I'll just erase them off. Understood, no? Like 0 only, no?
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
guys.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, just to take a quick note of it. Okay, wait. Just let me tell what is a non-primitive variable now. Okay, I'll just brief you. I won't go in deep depth. Okay, so non-primitive variable is a variable. What is non-primitive variable? Okay, what is non-primitive variable? I told you I can, in a primitive variable I can store only a single value, right? A single value in a container. Okay, I'm creating a variable, primitive variable. I can store only single value. What is non-primitive variable is, non-primitive variable has the capability of storing multiple values in it,
Multi-value.
multi-value. So that is non-primitive variable, and it will be having some address to it. Okay, so it will be having some address to it. So the non-primitive data type is a data type which specifies what type of data we are storing, or what type of data we are storing. Okay, let me take mm, an
Type of
example.
multi-data.
Type of multi-data, and if I create a variable, okay, int a is equal to some, I'll be storing some values. Okay, assume I'm storing hello here. Hello, I'll just say, okay, I'm storing hello. So now what happens is you'll not be storing hello in the initialization part. We'll not be storing the value. Instead of this, we'll directly store the address of that memory block. Int a is equal to, we'll be storing ox1. So this is known as non-primitive data types. So you may ask, so what are the non-primitive data types, sir? So just as of now, take example for non-primitive data types are string. Non-primitive data types are string, class name, any class name, maybe class name, interface. So these are non-primitive data which store the address of the uh, memory block, and they don't store the value. Assume that. Okay, understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So make a quick note of it. Let's go
Sir,
to a simple program.
will you scroll the screen up a little bit?
Just a second.
You can see properly.
Just a second. Are you able to see this now?
Yes, sir.
Now is it visible?
Sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
will you hide that online QSpider sharing screen?
Fine.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So you have taken down the definition, right?
Done, sir.
Okay. Make it faster. I'll just give a simple program. I'll just to represent how
Done,
to
sir.
take away a data type. Done, guys. Everyone.
Done, sir.
Okay. Let us take a simple example now. I'll just edit the same. Okay. So guys, I've cleared. I'll clear the screen now. Everyone have taken down, no? The different types of data and the default values and the capacity of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me take an example, simple example. I'll take a class block, guys. Class space p3. I've created a class block. Class block. Now inside this class block, what I have to create? Main method in order to execute the program. Public void main string array of arguments. So let us try to print each and let us try to create each type of data now. Okay. First, what is the first type of data?
Byte.
Guys? Byte. So byte b equal to
1.
also byte b is equal to 2. Let me print
Short.
that out.
Print.
System dot out dot
Println.
println of
B.
println of, I'll just take byte.
Byte.
If I want to pass, okay, guys, let me tell you here itself. If I want to pass some instruction along with the value, how to do it is I have to just use plus operator. That is, so how do we pass the instructions, our own instructions between double quotes, right?
Yes.
So byte b equal to, I am passing this instruction in my double quote. Along with this, I have to print the value 2. So for that, what you have to do is just concatenate this, guys. Use plus symbol and just mention the variable which you have taken, b.
B.
Okay. So it will be printed. Now, let me just copy it. We have lack of time. Now what is the next integer? Short. Short, right? Short, yes, is equal to, I'll just take 23. Then paste it. Let me take short s equal to s. Next integer, it is int okay, I equal to 78. I'll take, and again I'll print it. So what is the next variable, guys? Long variable. So long L, or else I'll take U equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And at last, what I have to mention? L. That is L, not 1. Understand, guys? L. Now I'll print it, try to print it. Long.
Sir, we have to put a small L or a capital L?
Yeah, only small L. Capital L is not allowed.
Okay.
So other data types, will you do it on your own? Okay, let me print
Yes, sir.
one float value and one decimal value. That is fine. Okay, fine. I'll only print f is equal to 20.63. Here also I have to mention small f. Now float f. F equal to plus f. Now what's my next this thing is double, right? DOUBLE, double D equal to 56.666. I'm printing this. So control V. So double D equal to plus D. If you do, we'll be printing the double value. What is the next value? Character, right?
Yes.
Next data type is character. Character C equal to, I'm initializing it. Let me initialize it by M. Character M I am storing, okay? Character M I am storing. So let us print that. Add C. Inside character C, what I'm storing. So if I want to print what I'm storing, I have to use the variable name. What is the next variable? Boolean, right?
Boolean.
Boolean. Boolean. Let's take W equal to, I'll just store true. Store true and control V. That is print what we have stored in Boolean. Boolean W equal to
So
W.
Boolean to semicolon after space.
Okay. Check, guys, if any other errors are there. No, right?
No, sir.
Main
So
method
Sir,
closing, sir.
you are not closed main method.
Main method.
here down it is there, no? Okay, this is block. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
yes. Let me save the program now. What is my program? T3 Java. I've saved my program. Let us try to run it or execute the program. So command prompt cmd enter So Java, see, I have to compile it first before running. What is my program name? p3.java. p3.java. Oh, no errors. So let us run the program now. Java space p3. See, I'm printing all the data which I have stored. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So you want to take
Sir,
this
good morning,
example,
sir.
right? Yes.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. In a printing statement, sir, we have given, for example, byte b is equals to, we have given a string concatenate symbol, and why we are using a plus, sir, symbol, sir?
Plus, in order to concatenate the string with the value.
Okay, sir.
So
String
if you
with
don't
value.
concatenate, you'll get an error, compile time error, saying that you have
Yes,
not
sir.
concatenated the value along with the string.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we should concatenate, sir, if there is example any numeric value we are taking,
See,
sir, in example.
okay, if I directly print 2,
Yes,
byte b
sir.
is equal to 2 I've taken. No, if I directly print 2, will you get which data I've stored? No, right? So I'm just
No.
mentioning, okay, but I've stored the byte value, byte b is equal to. So that for that I've taken it as string, byte b is equal to, plus I've concatenated the value along with it.
With value, yes, sir. So because we have mentioned, no, sir, byte b is equals to 2, so that's why we should take plus, no, sir, concatenate.
Yes, we have to take plus. We have to concatenate the string value along with the value, along with the
Okay.
byte value.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
If you want to concatenate two strings, then also we can use plus.
If you want to concatenate two strings and two integer values, okay, suppose I'll take now hello world. Hello world. Guys, you have taken down, you take down this example, okay? Let
So
me
you are
just
not
print it.
closed hello world string double quote.
Okay. See, I've taken hello world. Let me save as p3 dot, sorry, p3 dot java. Yes, override it. Now I'll try to execute it again. No error. Now, okay, I'll try to execute the program. p3. See, byte b is equal to, this is one string, byte b is equal to, and hello world is one string. So if I want to concatenate both, I'll use plus symbol. If I want to concatenate a string value along with the value or along with a variable, I'll use plus symbol. Understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So done making note of this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me give you a task, okay?
Okay.
So just I'll print the statement or I'll print the question. Now write a program. Okay, I'll dictate it, guys. I can't print it. Write a program to print a person's age and his height. So how I have to get the this thing is output is, okay, person some person you have taken, person age equal to 26, 27, and person height height equal to some decimal, whatever data type you're taking, I don't know. I'll just be taking some value. Taking some value. Okay, guys. I want this desired output 2.3 sum, and I have to again print here the unit also. So I'm taking it as meter. So I want this desired output. I'll give you, now the time is 8:34. I'll give you time till 8:40, maybe 8. No. Okay. 8:43. I'll give you time till 8:43. So let us see who is going to write this code. You guys are able to present the screen, right?
No, sir.
You're not able to present the screen.
No.
Okay, fine. Then send it through Google Classroom. I'll pick a random guy who has completed. He can send it through Google Classroom, and then I'll write the code for it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
make it faster. So this is my. I
Tell
want this.
assignment.
Yes.
Please once more tell what is the assignment.
Nothing. I have to print person's age and person's height. So I have to get this output when you print. Yeah.
Sir, that line you have written that as it is, we have to print it instead.
Yes, I want that desired output only. That's why I've written that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Just tell me, guys, once you finish it, just tell me. Okay? Just take down this output. I have some assignment to give you. I'll just type it. Okay? Yeah, have you taken down this output, guys? I'll just take a new fresh page and I'll just type it.
And sir, when will we learn about the scanner classes?
Who is that?
Saravanan.
Saravanan. Sorry. Saravanan.